Hi, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to CBS 19 Plus, where we bring you an up-to-date forecast several times a day. So if you miss the forecast on our newscast, you can always check in with CBS 19 Plus. It's an opportunity here for us to go a little more in-depth into some things in the forecast that we might not have time for. For instance, we can go a little more in depth into the hurricane forecast. We can dig a little deeper into some rainfall forecasts. We can discuss some tips and hints on how to beat the heat. We know we're going to have more heat as we head through the rest of the summer. Hopefully fall will get a little cooler. We still have a long way to go. Tonight, kind of a fall-like night. Beautiful, clear skies. Light northeasterly winds, and look at these lows. Mid-60s for Mount Pleasant to Pittsburgh, back towards Sulphur Springs. Closer to Tyler and Longview, we're also in the mid-60s. Gilmer down to 66 under a starlit sky. It's a little warmer in Jacksonville, 70 degrees. 69 in Henderson, 68 in Carthage. Palestine down to 70 degrees. And over deep East Texas, understandably so, just a little bit warmer, 73 in Lufkin and Groveton. Crockett, 71. 70 at Jacksonville, as I mentioned, and 69 at Center, while Hemphill falls to 71 under mostly clear skies. Tomorrow, Henderson County has an air quality alert. That's some unhealthy air for sensitive groups, meaning we should have some higher elevations of some ground level ozone out to the west toward the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Not necessarily here in East Texas, except for Henderson County. All right, hour by hour tomorrow, a lot of sunshine once again. Still have an east-northeasterly wind, and temperatures tomorrow a little bit warmer than today, up to about 94. But I think the humidity once again tomorrow will be very comfortable. We're going to have just another outstanding summer day, 2 in a row here before we start to build some heat back into the area. So let's take a look at some highs around East Texas for tomorrow. Mount Pleasant up to 92. Out to the east in parts of Cass County, 92 degrees. Marion and Harrison County temperatures will be around 93 degrees, 95 at Longview tomorrow, and 95 also in Carthage. It's a little warmer at Henderson. Jacksonville up to 95, Tyler 95, Mineola 94, Canton around 95, Athens and Palestine also into the mid-90s. Over deep East Texas, temperatures might be a little cooler thanks to more cloud cover in Nacogdoches and Lufkin, right around 93 degrees there as the clouds increase with a stalled boundary across deep East Texas. That could be the focus for a few late afternoon or early evening showers down over deep East Texas. We'll take a look at that on future Skycast. Starts off tomorrow. We've got clear sky across the area. Look at all that sunshine. As I mentioned, again, low humidity, very comfortable air mass to start your Wednesday. Wednesday afternoon, here you go, a couple of showers just kind of brush by in Houston County, Angelina County, San Augustine, and Sabine County, Polk, Jasper County, in areas down to the south toward Huntsville, down toward College Station. Those fade away after sunset. And then Thursday, we start to see the little, I'll call them outer bands. There's a little tropical system, and I'm going to go to more depth in that here in just a second, but a little tropical system that spreads into Texas from the south, and it sends some rain showers up into our area Thursday night into Friday, and you can see the circulation right there between College Station and Lufkin, and that is going to spin overhead to the north and then eventually to the east. But it's going to take the better part of Friday and Saturday to do so. And so it brings us a chance, one of the better chances for rain and thunderstorms that we've seen here in quite some time. In fact, the rainfall forecast over the next 7 days. Let's check out the next 2 days. All right, next 2 days, maybe a little sprinkle in Smith County. That's it. Next 3 days, pretty much the same, but by this time now we're getting into Thursday, right? So we bring Thursday in, and you can see as we take a look at the bands, 1 1/4 inches of rainfall possible with lesser amounts to the north, maybe a little concentrated 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 a little farther to the south. And then as we get into Friday and Saturday, these are the days that should produce most of the rain out of this whole system as it goes through. Look at Tyler. Right here in the 2-inch band. I want to get hopeful about this. We had some maps that came out a couple weeks ago that promised this much rain, and we came away with literally nothing out of that system. This one offers, I think, a better chance, especially when you have an upper low moving overhead like this. And so there is a strip of 2 to 3 inches of rainfall through Smith County, Wood, and Upshur County. And overall, if this thing takes this path as is projected by some of the computer data, then we are looking at 1 1/4 to up to 3 inches of rain. Let's certainly hope that happens, because that would certainly help our burn ban list. It would not grow if we can get that type of rain. Smith County commissioners are meeting to talk about a possible burn ban in Smith County. If they held on to just maybe early next week, or they could possibly get by with that. If that rain comes in, they wouldn't need a burn ban. We'd have 2.5 to 3 inches of rainfall. But we have to see if that can get here. Other counties, Cherokee, Angelina County, have those burn bans in place. That's the system right now that we're tracking. Again, it is forecast to just slowly move to South Texas and then eventually move up across East Texas. That has a 40% chance now of becoming a named system in the next 5 days. A couple days ago, there was no chance at all. Farther out in the Atlantic, we'll call it the Mid-Atlantic, just to the northeast of South America, we've got this system here moving toward the Leeward Islands. It has a 20% chance of becoming a named system in the next 5 days. And there is potential tropical cyclone number 2. So it's just shy of getting a name with winds around 30 miles an hour. But it does have a 90% chance of becoming a named storm in the next 5 days. And the spaghetti models, or a suite of models that show you the varying tracks that could potentially take place, pull this into Central America, and it does not impact the United States at all. When you have consistency or agreement with models in this nature, that would pretty much tell us that it is on track to stay way south of the United States and not be an impact. Our 2022 Atlantic hurricane forecast still holds with 14 tropical storms. And again, right now we only have 1 named storm so far. 7 hurricanes and 3 major hurricanes are average. The forecast is for 14 to 21 tropical storms, 6 to 10 hurricanes, and 3 to 6 major hurricanes. And so far, we have had Alex. If potential tropical cyclone number 2 can get a name, it would be Bonnie. If there are any systems after that, we go to Colin and then Danielle. Still early in the season. All right, are you traveling for the 4th of July holiday weekend? Let's take a look at that forecast. Some folks will head out Wednesday, and you can see some rain across the Great Lakes, the deep south, kind of rainy here. Thursday afternoon, scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially again across the southern plains, parts of Texas. It looks rainy at Galveston. It looks also rainy at times down at South Padre. Cluster of thunderstorms Friday morning over the central plains, and Saturday morning another thunderstorm complex tracking through the central plains, and then Saturday afternoon, that's a lot of rain all across the southern, I'd say, half of the country, with scattered showers and thunderstorms with a couple of fronts working their way through. Look at Sioux Falls, down to 73 in that rain. Bismarck, 86 degrees Saturday. All right, looking beyond that toward July 7th. We are forecasting above average temperatures to return here in East Texas, and it's likely to stay with us through the 7th, maybe getting closer to 100 degrees again. Cooler temperatures out over the desert Southwest. All right, so some things to remind you about heat wave and health. Remember, heat illness is serious. 400 people die each year from heat illness. Drink lots of fluids and stay in that AC when you can. Outdoor work, make sure you're limiting your work between 10 a.m. and 4 a.m. or 4 p.m. Dehydration, high thirst, dry mouth, something to pay attention to, or headache or dizziness. And if you have heavy sweating, weakness or fatigue, or cold and clammy skin, you are on the cusp of heat stroke. And we don't want to get here. We don't want to have a body temperature of 103 degrees with sweating and red skin. That would certainly not be the best. All right, Baylor Scott & White, Texas Spine Joint Hospital 7-day forecast. We're looking at a high of 95 on Wednesday after a morning low of 72. Afternoon thunderstorms Thursday, a high of 95. Friday, 92. Saturday, 91 with scattered thunderstorms. Sunday, partly cloudy, 95. And then we dry out 4th of July Monday up to 97. Have a great evening, everyone.